Hey guys, Greg here from LensProToGo to talk to you about our newest addition to the Lens Pro family, the Canon 80D. The 80D is a natural evolution of the 70D, like the little brother that everyone likes better, even though the 70D did it all first. The exteriors, at first glance, are exactly the same. They've kept our favorites like the flip-out screen, which means you won't have to break your neck when shooting at weird angles, and the dual pixel AF that gives you the benefit of continuous autofocus, which is great for vlogging. Going deeper, there are lots of subtle variations that make the 80D much more refined than its older brother. Let's start on the outside. The mode dial has been revised with 2 custom setting slots, which allow you to quickly switch between banks of user-defined settings. Additionally, there's a custom filter mode, which can best be described as stylized looks. The downside of all these looks is most of them are locked to automatic, so you can't control aperture, ISO, or shutter speed. You can't even turn off the flash in some cases. Despite this, one of the real standouts is the miniature effect. In practice, it works like a bargain brand tilt shift. Canon has finally added an intervelometer as well, which allows you to create a time-lapse fairly easily. These filters and functions are perfect to add a little variety to your vacation memories. And don't worry about fitting this into your luggage, because it's the same size as its predecessor. It's light too, weighing in at about 1.5 pounds. Somehow Canon used dark magic to nestle even more hardware inside. The internal mic has been shifted so it's forward-facing instead of slightly backwards like on the 70D, and a headphone jack has been added so you can monitor sound in real time. Plus there's Wi-Fi and NFC, or near-field communication, which will make transferring images from your camera to your phone and a bunch of other devices a much easier process. One of the most impressive hardware improvements is the sensor. The new sensor in the 80D gets a little bump from 20 to 24 megapixels, but it's the improved noise floor that really stands out to us. With the 70D, if you goofed up and severely underexposed your image because your ISO was too low, you could only push it about 2.5 stops before things started getting very grainy. With the 80D, the images are much more forgiving. In fact, the results from pushing a +4 stops in software are close to the same as what you'd get from increasing the ISO 4 stops in camera. All in all, you're getting a sensor that will bail you out of more situations. All these additions could be complicated to use if the interface wasn't streamlined. You can think of the menus on the 80D like a Dr. Seuss book. It seems simple at first, but there's a great deal of detail if you look for it. The menus have been redesigned, making overall navigation quicker and easier by breaking them into categories and then subdividing them. Whether you're adjusting sound or changing picture profiles, it's so intuitive. I'd say that most people will feel comfortable just leaving the manual in the box. With every camera release, we're always looking for what the actual performance gains are. Other than 80 being 10 more than 70, here's some other numbers that stood out on the 80D. It jumps up to 45 focus points against the 70D's mere 19. It has 24 megapixels compared to 20. It can shoot up to 60 frames per second in full HD, while still keeping 7 frames per second in high-speed continuous. The processor has also been upgraded from the Digic 5 Plus to a 6. This means you can shoot high-speed continuous for longer. The 80D is the logical improvement to almost everything we loved about the 70D. If you want to try it out for yourself, click right here or head over to LensProToGo.com and check out our wide range of cameras and gear. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos. See you next time.